So I promised to walk around of my my vehicles, and here's one. Was going to do it in the driveway, but I figured why not do it amongst all this nature's beauty here. This is my 2009 Yamaha Rhino 700 fuel injected. It is a special edition. Came with aluminum rims, fancy front bumper, plastic top was its claim to fame. Plus it's got shiny metallic paint on it, black, that scratches up every time you get near a tree. So here we go. I've got 100, I'll start right at the top. I've got 150,000 candle power KCs on here. Of course, you have to have the ubiquitous skull and crossbones to let everybody know I'm coming. I've got an aluminum roof on the back, so I've got the plastic stock roof on the front. I fabricated a aluminum roof for the back. Have to have the stock sticker package, the US flag, Arizona flag, and the Gadsden flag. Got a set of reverse lights for running at night. I've got a spare tire rig I fabricated. Plugs into the it's got a 2-inch receiver in the back. The back half of the cage, so we've got the stock cage in the front, looks like a pickup truck. I added this back part on. I got it from, I don't know, Rhino Giant, something like that. And the reason why I got this one is it allows you to leave in the secondary stock support up here, so in case you roll over, there's more support up there, and it bolts right in. Also, it comes all the way down. Most of these roll cages, whether they're full or half cages, this is a half cage because it bolts to the stock cages, they roll in and mount to the sheet metal bed floor or the pickup bed. This actually comes all the way down, and get on this side here, actually has a bumper, and down below there's a set of, I guess you call them I-beams, that hook up right to the frame. Just for more stability. I really thought that was good, especially for the riding that I do. Got Simpson Racing nets on it. That's mostly for the dog. I got a dog seat that fits in there with a harness for her. The rear net pops up, and you know, there's a bunch of cargo in there. There's a bed liner. Got the Action Packer mod, just like Mr. Rojo Neck. There's a safety flag mount, and there's my CB antenna. I'm running 26-inch Maxxis Bighorns. Give me a little bit more ground clearance, and Bighorns are just an awesome off-road tire. I've got Moose fender flares here. Because I'm running 2 inches wider, I got 2-inch spacers all the way around. Kicks the tires out, gives me a little bit more stability. And a lot of folks you see with Rhinos, they've got, you know, 11-inch over suspension on them. I mean, that's good for the dunes, but you're not gonna ride a trail very easily if it gets tight. And I like to ride a little bit of everything, so I can head to the dunes with this, I can ride trails with it, I can ride desert with it. Additionally, I've taken out, there used to be automotive type seat belts in here just like your car. I pulled those out. I put in the support from Rhino Giant. It allows me to put in 3-point harnesses. These are Crow 3-point harnesses. They go over your shoulders and belt up down below. What else is there? Convex mirrors, both sides. Over there, I've got a 4-way mirror there. I use that for the dunes. You get a lot of folks running, you know, 500 horsepower. Sand rails come up on you and you want to get out of their way to be courteous, and plus they'll just run you right over. Also, I ride by myself, and I don't have a spotter, so it's good to have 360 view. Down below is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's full skid plates all the way back. They need, looks like the front one needs to be replaced. There's a 3,000 pound winch on the front. I've had the pleasure of using that several times. I use ram mounts for my cameras, at least on this, a little bit on the V Strom. You can see my drift on there. I use this for camera and for GPS. I've also got my GPS on the interior mount, so I can also put a camera in there and get kind of like an inside the cabin shot. There's an external speaker for the CB. Down below is the CB. My skull shifter knob. Gotta have your skull shifter knob. Right where the stainless steel plate is, I have made up. There used to be a big warning label there, and we replaced that with stainless steel so we can mount our overhead light, our rear light assembly or switches. This is where the remote control for the winch plugs in. Got the CB mic there. Onboard computer. Also have a switch to run the winch from inside the cab. Down below there's a little console, Maltese cross floor mats, gotta have those, and there's an exterior camera mount. Under the hood, I won't do that, but there's no engine underneath there. The air cleaner's under there. There's a K&N in there with a what they call an outerwear. It's like a nylon cover. It keeps the fine dust out that you get at the dunes, or actually even in the desert. The engines actually resides right underneath where the helmet is. It's an ATV motor, 700cc, fuel injected, like I said before. It is chipped, so it takes out a lot of the safety cutouts and things that you have on the stock motor. And it goes about 50, so I mean it's no rocket sled, but it moves along pretty good. You know, I usually run it on the trails, you know, where you're, you know, 30, 35 is probably top speed. I mean, you're running in rocks and stuff, you know, speed as required for the situation, I guess. But for 50 miles an hour, it'll get me, you know, down a smaller highway to you know, the next trail if I want to hop over a highway to a trail. So that's the baby. I don't normally wear a helmet with it, but vlogging, it seems to work out pretty well. I can mount the handle camera on it, but it basically gives me a platform to put my microphone on, and so you can hear me. So that's the baby. Next one's a V Strom. Another thing I forgot to mention was the Gibson exhaust. It's a automotive type exhaust with baffles in it instead of fiberglass packing, so you don't have to repack. Saves about 11 pounds over stock, and makes some nice noise. It's not too loud and not too quiet.